Welcome back, everybody. We're on the Jeep again. Like always. This thing always needs some work. So today, we're going to splice into these headlights. Or, not even the headlight. It's really the turn signal and stuff. But, we're going to put these lights in. I did these ones last night. Turned out pretty nice. Just took a little bit of wiring. Basically, I had to cut the whole harness and make it work, but it works. So, whenever I finish this one, we'll turn them both on, but it's pretty nice. They're nice LEDs. Nice little modern look to the old XJ. She's coming along. We still have to do, I have to rebuild the rear end. I might get an 8.8 for it. And I have to rebuild the front end too, because you know, just hard in the woods. I've found a couple of big pieces of metal. Could be the ring gear, could be the pinion. Not for sure, but definitely big chunks of metal in it. So we'll get this light figured out. Put this on it, and then we got a little bit of black right here. Alright, I think that's all we need, to be honest. That. Oh yeah, the heat gun. I need the heat gun. Already plugged in. Nice. Alright. I think that's all we're gonna need. Maybe the knife. Wherever I put the knife. Oh, here it is. The old razor blade. Alright, let's get after it. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna splice this open, because I did it over there. Actually, I'm gonna cut it. Actually, we'll just cut it down here, and then we'll just chop it with the old splicers. There we go. Alright, boom. Throw that out of there. We don't need that where we're going. So now we'll just be easy and cut this off. Making sure I do not cut the wires below it. Alright, cool. Alright, so we got this black one's the ground. This tan one right here is the turn signal, and then this blue with the red stripe, that is our running lights. So let's get these hooked up. I have to make sure that these go in here, and unless I'm going to do one way and one the other, so if I ever have to like disconnect these or whatever, I at least know where they go. And then typically I mess up the first time and gotta do it for a second time the right way, but alright, I got those made up. Alright, well, I'm gonna connect my powers for here. So we'll do one male on one side, and I'll just crimp it. Whew, alright, we're back. I just had me a good old meal, but we're back on the Jeep. So I got one of them on, little male in for the ground. I gotta stick two more on, and then I'll have to get the light and install a couple of more fittings too. So let's get back after it. Much rather that happen, to be honest. Perfect. All three of those are done. Now we can put the heat gun on them. Honestly, first I'm going to put these on. If I put these on first, then heat shrink it. Heat shrink will go around the middle piece, and then I know we'll be secure. Let's get the heat gun. Alright. Ow. Woo, that thing was hot. Note to self, after heating something up, it might be hot. Alright, so that's the ground. Let me go over here while that cools down. And I'll get the light. Oh, light's right here. Alright. So typically, if you had like I think it's the 97 to 01, your stuff would just plug right into this. But I have a 93, and the whole wiring harness is different. So I have to just splice into this, which is, it is what it is, honestly, at this point. I've done so much wiring and stuff to this Jeep, so we'll just cut it off, whatever. $30 marker lights, so. And we'll just splice all of these. Poof. In like normal electrician fashion, we'll throw all of those butts on the ground. Crimp, good enough. I'm not a professional electrician, but these connections should be good enough. Perfect. Now we'll just do them all heat sink. Sorry, I'm not the best filmer. Alright, cool. So those are all in. We can add my extensions now. So they're not too hot, honestly. Add that one. And we'll add it to the ground over here. And then, alright, so we have the turn signal, which is this one, which should be red. Pretty sure, which should be red. Which then goes to this piece, which is, I don't even know what this is, to be honest. Probably for the LED or something. And then we'll plug this in. Should be it. Nice. Should be it. Now we'll go test it and see. I already put this side marker light in, so side marker light's pretty good. I gotta go get my keys. We'll turn this all on and make sure it works. Alright, perfect. Turn signal works. Turn signal works on the marker. LEDs look pretty good. So now let me go turn the turn signal off real quick. Reach up in here, turn it off, and it should have no running light. I wonder why. Let me try to see. Try to see what's up with this connection, maybe. Oh, I know why the running light's not on. Because I don't have the freaking lights on. Duh. That would be smart. Maybe turn these lights on right here. Turn them on. Now let's see if they're on. Oh look, that running light's on. That one's on. That would make sense. I don't know. Sometimes I don't use this right here. But we got it all working. So that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So we'll get that installed. Also, because I replaced this whole header piece, and honestly I didn't know about these clips, so I took all these little grommets, I guess you would call them, and then I took them out of the old one, so I got to pop some of them in for these lights to add the screw. So let's take these two, let's pop them up in there. Not too shabby. One, second one goes right here. Two, boom. Now I get some screws. Alright, well, since I don't have two markers and stuff, and I cut this one out, we have two giant holes. Basically just put some of this like electrical putty, like duct seal. That's what it is, duct seal. I mean, we use it for a light conduit for work, so why wouldn't it keep the water out here? So just put some on it and it should be pretty good, you know, watertight. I'm hoping not to sink it up to here, but honestly anything can happen. So we'll get to we'll go get two screws and then we'll install this thing. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you on the light. We got the running lights. Running lights look good. Oh yeah. Then we have each turning signal. Boom. Looks super sweet, honestly. Very modern. Left, right. And we also got the light bar that I recently did. So honestly, overall, it's pretty nice. Just gotta wait on some headlights, but those are easy plug and play. Just plug them in, put them back up. I mean, easy stuff. So that's it. That's gonna be it for this video. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.